Tonight we will be taking a look at the drop in oil prices and how supply and demand suggest these prices are here to stay. The plunging price per barrel, which has fallen more than 70% in respect to the price in 2014, may seem like a blessing to motorists, but is a nightmare to oil workers in reality. Handfuls of companies have gone bankrupt, and an estimated 250,000 oil workers have become unemployed. Oil-producing companies and states are suffering as well, including Brazil and Russia. The collapse began in the 1980s and was driven by the increase in oil supply from the North Sea. China's lack of economic growth further contributed to the change in demand, as China is no longer a big customer. Finding our way back to the initial petroleum price would require reversing both the supply from the North Sea as well as the lack in demand from China, as both of issues have made an impact on our supply and demand. Many people may not want this price to sway from $75 per barrel, but the uptick in traffic deaths has some people wanting the price to go back up. As road travel increases, there is more carelessness on our highways and more accidents are occurring. While the OPEC has been pressed to firm up oil prices, Iraq and Iran are steadily increasing exports. However, over the long run, fuel demand is recovering in some countries, which could potentially help recover crude prices in the next year or two. Some products are getting more expensive this year. As the demand increases, it seems like chili prices are increasing as well. Here's Joe Retzer with the story.
Chili prices are getting hot this year. Due both to demand and supply, the price of chili plants will be seen making a climb. Last year, erratic rainfalls in the lands most central to chili production led to a 15 to 20% decrease in overall chili production, creating a lower supply than previous years. Rainfalls have been a struggle before for these countries, but never has the demand for this product been so high. For example, China, a country that has grown its own chili for years, has reached a demand so high that they have been forced to start buying chili from India. Overall, the worldwide demand for chili has outgrown the supply due to the weather and farmers' lack of knowledge of this demand. The high demand and low supply has also led to hoarding, which then leads to an even lower supply. This cycle, mixed with the higher demand for chili, is forecasted to raise the price drastically. Although there is some good news, seed companies have shown that farmers are planning on trying to meet this demand for chili by growing it in higher numbers this coming year. And if they do so, the price of chili will soon fall back to normal. Now to Joe Papin.
Thanks, Joe. The demand for mosquito repellent has gone up drastically with the virus Zika spreading across the globe. Even in winter, people have purchased unbelievable amounts of repellents. The virus hasn't exactly reached the U.S., but the concern is that it will reach our country and affect our country as poor as it has affected the rest of the world. Invisiband and other companies are running out of stock based on the concern and purchases made in the past couple months. With the effect Zika has on the world, companies are starting to come up with the new ideas of products to prevent the horrific virus to spread. Zika fever is a disease spread through mosquito bites that give you a fever, rash, joint pain, and red eyes, which can permanently affect us, including birth defects and death. Scientists haven't found a cure for this virus, so the demand for mosquito repellent will not change anytime soon. In the states, 472 travel-associated Zika cases were reported, 44 of which affecting pregnant women. No cases were locally acquired, but Illinois does have 13 contagious patients. As more and more Americans become scared, the demand will continue to increase, as well as the price for mosquito repellent. Also, don't forget to wear rubber because it is transmitted through sexual intercourse.